How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. So today we're going to be talking about BBIG. We know Monday's right around the corner, so I want to make sure I got a video for you guys as far as an update. We saw on the Friday, it ended up pulling back, but it still showed a lot of strength, and I'm going to talk about that inside of the video. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and as far as some levels we want to look for going into Monday and as well as for the rest of the week. And then when that is done, we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. Are shorts still heavily vested in this play? Is it increasing or is it decreasing? We're going to find that all out. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. Were institutions loading up on shares on the Friday? I feel this is very key because it could give us a bullish signal. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts as well as some more key details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $6.14, being down 4.21%. On the low, it tested $6.02, and then on the high, testing $6.49. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 15.584 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 35.931 million shares. So you can see clearly we had well below average volume on the day, and we pulled back. But one of the things that I want to bring up is going to be actually when we take a look at our chart. We can see from the RSI down below is at 46, and then when we take a look at the moving averages, we are above the 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day, but we are below the 21-day EMA. But one thing that I want to point out, we are holding down this $6 level, and we saw that clearly on the Friday. We tested 602 and also ended up seeing a high of 649. This is great considering the day before we tested lows right here around 566. So just seeing improvements there is one thing you want to look forward to going into Monday. So what that means is at the open, I would love to see us hold up $6. If we're able to do that and we could get that retest going to 649, then of course I want to see a move going to right here at the 21-day EMA at $6.76. I can see some selling pressure here. As you can see, this was an area of resistance in the past, but if we have volume coming through the play, this can move us up to $7. You guys have also heard me talk about $7 has become a psychological area. There could be some profit taking here and as well as some selling, but if we could push past this, then we can look forward to seeing a move going here to around $7.41, and in that area is one place where you're going to want to keep your eye on this play because it can go back. But of course, if it's holding down 7, we're not mad at that because we're seeing increasing levels of support, or it could have a strong move and get to $8 where we could see what it could do from there. So keep an eye on those levels like I spoke about, and let's see how it performs on a Monday. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for BBIG. So scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 300, updated 33 minutes ago, and the short ball free rate is at 29.43%. Now, when we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of September the 30th, it was at 31.64, and then the close for the Friday being at 33.10. So we do see an increase there, especially since we saw on the 29th, it was at 27.03. So continue to keep this play on your radar. It does have short squeeze potential, and with that said, do keep in mind it opens it to a lot of manipulation, and it's part of the reasons why I tell you guys you want to pay attention to the key levels inside of the technical analysis. So let's see how it performs going in on Monday. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So we can see on the inflow is 22.14, and then on the outflow it was 22.83. So we ended up having an outflow day, but again, it wasn't that big of a difference whatsoever. So looking at the breakdown, it was 0 on the large, on the medium it was 14.10, and then on the small it was 8.04. On the outflow side, on the large it was 1.31, on the medium it was 13.28, and then on the small it was 8.2 4. So we could see on the small scale side, which is mainly retail, there was a lot more selling. But keep in mind though, it wasn't that huge of a difference whatsoever. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had a lot more inflows that were coming in. And as far as for the large, yes, there was a lot of selling that was happening. But when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, of course, for the first, because we just discussed it, it was at 1,313.05. So taking this data into consideration, there's still a lot of interest in BBIG. So if you are holding a position or you're planning to trade this play, I do see some opportunities here. Another thing to be aware of, due to the fact that this play has a lot of short interest in it, it is easy to see there's manipulation going on with this stock. And you know what? That is something that we are used to if you are in this play. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for BBIG, the key levels that I'm going to want to see hold up is that $6 level. I know I've been talking about it for quite some time, but it did show some strength on the Friday. Ended up pulling back to 602 and it was holding that down. I remember when it was testing going as close into the mid 5. So seeing a better area of support is something you want to look for when it comes to the play that you're in, especially with these particular type of stocks. The next area that I want to see us actually get to is around $6.76. This particular area will have some resistance, could face some selling pressure, but if we can gain some momentum above it, reclaim that 21-day EMA, then I'm going to be looking forward to seeing that move going to $7. And like we've spoken about before, $7 is a psychological area. There could be a lot of profit taking and a lot of selling. But if we had that momentum to get above 7, then of course things can start looking really good. And the best part about it is BBIG still continues to have short squeeze potential. And as far as for the short volume ratio, we have been seeing an increase. So that's why I'm saying keep this play on your radar. Hope you guys found this video helpful and we'll be talking real soon.